arrived.
We here, baby. What's up, man? Hotep Con 2022. Second annual. It's up.
Who's going to court? Uncle Hotep. Where's she at? Did you tell her to come to passenger pickup?
It's lit. Kim, it's Hotep Jesus. We'll be back.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today. Got the balloons.
No, he really blew his clear. He blew his clear airline. Who flies clear airline? On purpose. Who does that? You never catch me.
I've seen it now.
Yo, I ain't never flying right there again. Jump seats. Every scene with the jump
Did I tell you about that?
Every scene with the jump seat. It hurt.
Frontier's like
Wow.
it's just a glorified spirit.
Didn't I just tell y'all they be having them jump seats, yo? That's what they call jump seats.
Entire plane jump seat.
Yes.
Nothing but who's to play?
You got nothing but cameras.
You?
Everybody from Montreal. We used to play that. That was a classic.
That was a classic?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That was a classic.
Was it?
That shit came out.
NIE.
Yeah.
No, because it was the one, something that was
Yeah,
one that
it had
was.
Super Thug.
Yeah, Super Thug.
Yeah, the one with
It
Big
had
Pun
the
on
one,
it.
yeah, the one with Puddle. That was a classic.
That was
That was a good
song
album.
in the
That
album.
was a good album.
Orange, yeah, orange.
Orange was the orange drink.
Orange drink.
I'm here, it's orange drink. I can't hear you now.
Oh, no. We doing bad out here, people.
The hot, yeah.
We doing
Hot
bad out
spicy or
here.
the hot?
No, the spicy.
They gonna go on the internet, they gonna say these niggas is some
No,
fake
not
Hoteps.
the hot, yeah.
They not following the
yeah.
Dr. Sebi diet. This nigga just ordered a chicken
Icy
sandwich.
Yeah,
Cannon just
4 being
opened,
spicy,
just
2
ordered
being
a Big Mac.
You know, this nigga just ordered sawdust with salt on it.
Hey yo, Brody, turn mine into another one.
And then
No pickles on my Big Mac.
Pause.
you seen the show Hotep's Been Told You? All right, look it up right now on your phone while I'm waiting for my food. Hotep Jesus right there. So tell all the crew. You just waited on.
You guys can use these for Hotep Been Told You, or we could do this high top like we did. Oh baby, it's so lit. It's so lit. We got our wonderful Lady Hoteps here. Trish. This is such a wonderful job. Exactly. Shit looking professional. This is Cisco sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah. He brought the advantage over. So I'm gonna. Welcome. You got two long walls here with me. I'm in heaven right now. Move that table over to the left one.
Okay.
This is
You see him finesse a little white girl out of a fresh cup of coffee and Starbucks. Well, Hotep Jesus. And y'all know him, y'all love him. The Paul Purveyor himself. Uncle Hotep, get your ass out here. Thank you, Ken. Everybody, tell us Ken Hotep.
We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Hotep and build, y'all know the deal. We go in for real and ain't got no chill. Teach me how to grip. 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 Save the day if you not.
What I heard, and what is probably true, it was invented in Tijuana, Mexico, in a restaurant called Caesar. So I always pay homage to the people that invent something in somewhere, and I like to bring some limes in because that's more Mexican than lemons. But so we're gonna mix them both to make some perfect Caesar dressing. Classic ingredient: Worcestershire sauce. My own touch to the classic Caesar, a little Tabasco.
Let's get the damn show started. Hotep Goldstein said it's grifter season. It's grifting season. Fuck it. It's here. I think it's levels, though. I think it's levels. They're getting started early this year. Usually it's right on time, but usually, you get it the year before. You get a little sprinkle in the year before. But with Tucker and all of that, yeah, it's ugly out here. It's ugly out here. Shout out to the chat. What up, chat? Where my members at? Joe Beard, Champ, what up? What up, what up, what up? We here. Oh, my God. It is absolutely nuts on the timeline. The grift is buzzing. Y'all want me to reach in the grift bag? See what's in the grift bag? Y'all want to reach me? Let me reach up in the grift bag, man. I want to go. I want to address this straight away. I want to address this straight away because me and Mo Fax talked about this yesterday. So here, a homeless man yelling on the NYC subway is normal. We see that all the time. What's not normal is for a Marine to sneak up behind him, put him in a chokehold, and unalive him. That's not justified. The Marine could have just done nothing. He should be charged. But previously, he said, a 77-year-old white customer at Dunkin' Donuts was upset about something, and he called a black 27-year-old employee the N-word. The brother told him, say it again. The old man did. The brother knocked him out. The old man fell, lost consciousness, and died. He effed around and found out. That's the double standard me and Mo Fax was talking about yesterday. That's it right there. You can't, you can't complain about one and then support another. You can't do that. You just can't do that. You're contradicting yourself. And I see people do it on both sides. They'll do it on this side, right? Well, over here, they'll try to, like, say that murder was, justified or whatever. And it's like, you got to say this one is then. If you come out your mouth crazy, if we live in savage lifestyle, savage society, it's got to be okay with you too. You dig me? And we were just talking about this. We just spoke about this. And look what he did. It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. You gotta pick one or the other. I say all life is tragic, man. All life loss is tragic, man. Well, not all. Some of these fools gotta go. Hold on, let me dive back into the grift bag. Hold on. They got Kamala Harris running AI. We gonna get to that. Tim Pool, Matt Walsh want to say the N-word. We gonna get to that. I see it in the grift bag. Then we gonna open up phone lines. Let's go right here. Let's just get it over with. Why wait? It's 3 minutes of fury. I'm gonna have to say fair use 1,000 times on this one, but we got to go in. So y'all remember this lady, Miss I won't date a bus driver, average, you ain't got good grades, right? All of that. She's not accepting mediocrity. So she ends up on the Breakfast Club. Let's see what happens.
I don't think essential workers are average. I don't think essential workers are average.
Let me finish this statement.
I don't think Uber drivers, bus drivers, I don't think any of those people are average or mediocre.
I'm not saying that the people are average. So let's
Now let's keep in mind that this lady is an attorney.
slow it down.
I don't think the job is average.
The job is average.
I don't think
the job is average by definition. It's says that most people can do it per the skill set. It also speaks to the income it commands. It speaks to scarcity and demand.
So
that's what we're talking
people
about.
that are holding college degrees that have to drive Uber right now because
they're
can't
doing mediocre work. So we.
Yo, shout out to my Uber drivers out there. I see you. Keep getting that money, Ubers. I see you. My Lyft drivers, I see you. Wow. Wow.
See, let me be very clear as to what I'm not saying. No, y'all got to listen to this. I am not saying that a piece of paper.
Y'all got to listen to this. She is so serious. Y'all got to listen to this.
Easy. Let me be very clear as to what I'm not saying. No, y'all got to listen to this. I am not saying that a piece of paper makes you a more valuable individual. I didn't say that. I don't believe that. I prove it to you. I let a lawyer go because
I let a lawyer go. Hold on. Was it this lawyer? Look like she been dipping in the milk. Look like she been dipping in the milk. I don't know. I don't know if that's him. Let's go back. I'm just speculating.
When I was ready to go, where I was trying to go and vacation with him, sir, your particular way of practicing law did not allow provision and protection.
But I think it's
provision and protection. Provision and protection. Hypergamous. Very hypergamous. Very hypergamous thing to say. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Let's hear her out.
What's the real question is, if C's and D's aren't good enough, and you're saying that
Do you
a higher
think C's and
education,
D's are good enough?
what I'm saying is, you're saying,
Woo, she's fierce. You see how she just cut in? She's fierce.
a higher education also doesn't mean that. Then what do they have to do to be excellent? Because
exceptional.
I'm someone who did have C's, B's, A's. I own 3 businesses. I'm sitting here with all y'all, and shit, we all make 7 figures. Maybe I'm on the lower end of this as a mediocre person. It's like,
you don't know what I make. I don't make that kind of money.
Charlamagne trying to watch out for the iris.
I mean, why are you lying?
He probably makes 8.
Listen, you couldn't tell about Weezy.
But Weezy, did you hear about my story about my mother? Weezy, she doesn't have a college degree. My grandfather didn't, but she never did it.
I did hear about your mom.
Right, so she's not mediocre, not because, but when she drove that bus, she was doing mediocre work. We can call her up and she'll say that. And it's the framing.
But what do they have to?
It's the framing. It's just her energy. Her energy is just very like on go, and it's just like cool out, like just chill, you know. People like this need to smoke herb.
To do to surpass it then for you?
You have to do something, not for me.
But by your standards, because if Charlamagne is saying it's not mediocre or average, and the people listening feel like they're not, by your...
Okay, I just want people to stand on it. I want people to stand on it. If you are a person, and we're talking about Black America, and you feel as if you have maxed out your skill set, whether it's in the classroom or when you wake up in the morning and do whatever it is that you do, then God bless you, and I support and love you. I am talking to Black people that I know have a potential skill set that is untapped. So that's the difference between mediocre and exceptional. Not the piece of paper, not even the income. It's, are you complicit and complacent in what you are doing currently, or
complicit and complacent? Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Shout out to the chat.
Are you willing to go above and beyond and do the thing that most people won't do? By definition, Weezy, that's where exception lies.
Could be the nurse that drives Uber on the side. I think that's why
Look,
I'm
my
like...
father was a military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a police officer.
So he was exceptional. Your father was exceptional.
My mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they did to get their kids through all this stuff.
What you said is so different than what I'm talking about.
I am the same with them, and I am the same.
That is just not intellectually honest.
And the difference is what you said is, oh, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the same thing without putting people down.
I'm not putting people down. I'm being very honest.
I think you are, and people have been saying, I don't think you're listening. Like, as much as you talk, you're not listening to what people are saying.
Listening. I'm not bothered by that, though. I'm not going to be shamed.
And they have opinions. Just like you have your opinion, you can't talk over people and not let people talk.
But you're also interrupting me, Envy.
I'm not. I was talking. You keep talking to me. I let you speak, and then I just started talking.
Okay, you got it.
I don't think...
You see? See? Just argumentative. She's an attorney, though. That's what you get. Argumentative. I know how to deal with them types. I know how to deal with them. I got a little attorney blood in me. I got a little bit. I know how to handle her. You gotta make her argue herself. Make her argue herself. Just look at her funny. Every time she say something, just look at her funny. Like, what? She's gonna argue herself back in a circle, I promise you. It's people like that, they just talk, they don't listen. It's people that just talk, you gotta let them talk. And once they talk, they'll just talk themselves in a circle. And then you just walk away. She doesn't get it though, but you saw from the energy how she was with Envy. We didn't hear Envy speak the entire time. Charlamagne spoke, the other girl spoke, and then she spoke over everybody. Then when Envy tried to speak, she tried to speak over Envy too, and he was like, he called her on it. Like, yo, you cutting me off. Like, damn, can I speak? You doing more talking than you was listening. And now we know the problem. Now we know the problem. For Eboni, beautiful woman, absolutely attractive. I can't take nothing away from her accomplishments, but that's what happens when a woman is raised with these skill sets. That's what she's going to produce. An attorney, that's what she would produce. You know, you send a woman to law school, that's what you would want. You would want somebody fierce, ready to argue. Right? That's what you would want. I'd rather a more cool, calm attorney, you know. But that's just my flavor. Oh, man. So she grifted her way all the way to the Breakfast Club. Oh, man. This had to go in the grift bag. She made it all the way to Breakfast Club off of saying, you know, she ain't dating no bus drivers. Good for her. Let's go back in the grift bag. Good for her. Let's see what we got up in here. All right, let's get this out the way. So they got artificial intelligence people in charge of artificial intelligence. Kamala named AI czar to save us from artificial intelligence. Now, this is a fake headline. This is not a real headline. This is, you know, one of them Babylon B type headlines. But she is involved in, you know, taking a look at AI and you know, having these meetings with Google and whatnot. And I just don't understand how you send an idiot into, you know, battle artificial intelligence. So it's artificial intelligence against artificial intelligence. So maybe it just like cancels each other out. But, you know, you saw my debate. Go watch my debate with Cyprian. You know my stance on AI. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of. But that Terminator, that DigiDog, DigiDog gonna bust your ass. Wait till DigiDog catch a body. Wait till DigiDog catches a body. DigiDog choke somebody up. DigiDog choke somebody up and they die. They die later in the hospital. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say that's a white supremacist dog. You know what I'm saying? DigiDog over there talking about some 13 and 50. Ridiculous. And nothing is really going to come of this. At least not beneficial to humanity. The people that need to be involved in this conversation, just, you know, frankly, I don't see them there. But I don't know. I'm working on a AI project. WazoAI.com. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go check it out. We got our own AI. Wazo. WAZOAI.com. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? So I'm familiar with the AI. I'm not afraid of the AI. You know what the problem with AI is? I'm going to show you what the current problem is with AI. Hold on. I'm going to show you right now what the current problem with AI is. Let's pull this up. So this morning, Ashley St. Clair said she was asking Snapchat about, you know, gender reassignment surgery. She said that Snapchat basically suggested to her, you know, because she said she's a girl, but she feels like a boy. And the Snapchat bot basically suggested gender reassignment surgery. This is what's wrong with AI. And I'm not talking about the way it responded to her. It's the input. This is not how we're supposed to use. Ashley St. Clair, God damn it. Stop doing this with the AI, please. This is not what we're supposed to use AI for, okay? We know that the AI is woke. We know that. We know the AI is woke. But that's not what it's for. It's not what it's for. It's not what it's meant for. Got to know how to use it. It's a smart assistant. A smart assistant. It's a CEO's dream. It's a CEO's dream, absolutely. Smart assistant. And if you have ambitions, you can go really far with these things. And that's why I don't think we're really going to see too many jobs get chopped up because, you know, not everybody's going to have the ambition. You know, people say, well, everybody's going to have it, so everybody be able to, you know, activate on their ideas. And I'm like, yeah, but not everybody's going to be consistent. The same things with like anything in life. Like how many people are really going to be consistent? It's going to be the same amount of people that, you know, percentage-wise that are actually consistent with it. Even if you lower the barrier, you know, are people going to be consistent, be able to, you know, handle the output and manage everything? It's a lot to manage, man. It's really hard. It's really hard. Get that off my screen. That sounds crazy. Shout out to Ashley St. Clair. That's my homegirl. She's cool. She's cool. I like her. But stop grifting the AI, Ashley. She grifting the AI. All right, let's go right here. I don't know what's going on in DeSantis' state. Look at this. 14 protesters were arrested after storming Ron DeSantis' office. What the hell?
My people, what side are you on?
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm okay. That was okay.
Did you feel it bring me down?
That shit's a group for people that ain't got no boyfriend. That's for people who ain't got no friends. That's all that is right there. They looking for attention. They probably, one of them probably got a budget. One of them's probably the one, you know, the Soros agent. He got the money in the envelope. You know, one of these agencies out here, I don't know, it's the same one with Matthew Stisson or whatever his name is. It might be this guy right here. He might be the agent. And they got, look. They got the big black dude sitting right there. You know, they feel safe with him around. See him right there. They got the two black dudes in a lock. It's the last place you're gonna see me is sitting down with my arms in a lock with another man. Pause. Pause. I wouldn't do that shit on Naked and Afraid. Ron DeSantis office. All because they want to be oppressed. All because they want to be oppressed. They want to feel oppressed. They want to relive oppression. But everything they're doing is just going to lead to their oppression. Black Lives Matter. I agree. Black lives fucking matter. How come the organization doesn't stand for that, though? None of your actions say Black Lives Matter. None of them. You guys want crit theory. That's what y'all want. Gay theory, queer theory. Oh, my bad. Y'all couldn't even see it right. Look, I'm sorry. That's him right there. I'm sorry. My apologies. Crit. They want that crit. Trish said they want to cut off kids' private parts. Oh, my God. Come on, Trish. Oh, man. Let's go back in the grift bag. It's ugly out here on a Friday. TGIF. We're going to make this quick. Go to the phone lines. All right. Let's go to... Let me try to organize this. We're going to go to Matt Walsh, but we're going to go to We're going to go to Tim Pool first. Let's watch this clip from Tim Pool. We're going to cover some Tim Pool stuff.
Then that.
Hold on. Let me make sure that look good on your screen.
So let's.
Yo, who is this dude, yo?
Can we make the argument then that the use of guns on people are allowed?
The use of
who's this dude?
Guns of people are
to end their lives is allowed.
So that's murder. You're describing murder.
So if Colorado, for instance, passes a law saying there is no medical requirement for an abortion, is it wrong to kill the baby?
You're trying to compare murdering someone with a gun to a woman having to make a medical decision that could basically preserve her life.
No. I said not a medical reason. That's what I'm saying.
Should she have the ability to have an abortion for any reason? Yes.
At 9 months.
At 9 months, I would say at 9 months, because it only happens according to the stats based on complete medical necessity. She has a right to do it.
No. Hold on. Colorado legalized abortion up to 9 months with no medical reason required. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that decision, yes.
So the baby could survive.
They got his ass. They got him by the nuts. I don't know who it is, but they got him by the nuts. Peer pressure. You know, we learned about this when we were younger. Peer pressure. That's what this is. Peer pressure. They used it during the pandemic. Right? It's peer pressure. Same thing in those circles. And it's psychological intimidation. It's mental Bolshevism. It's not even but it's all about intimidation. You know, one wrong move and now you're in the out group.
On its own, and the mother is legally now.
So you just start saying stuff that don't make no sense. It just starts contradicting itself. You'll see. It gets wild on this show.
Now allowed to just end its life.
She has the right if she wanted to. You're saying so in Colorado, and
it's not a trick question. You're
I know, but I'm asking you because you're the one who brought this up. I don't know what Colorado's specific law says. So if you were saying that in Colorado, women have the ability at 9 months to have an abortion for any reason. They can just decide that they're bored.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they should have the right to do that, but the stats show that they're not doing that. But they should have a legal right to do that. Yes, it's their body, it's their choice, of course.
So this is what I disagree on. I think if the baby needs to be removed from the woman, there's no reason to kill it. You know what I mean? Like you could just C-section and then put it for adoption.
But I'm telling you that doesn't happen.
But it does. But hold on.
Like you might be able to bring up anecdotes, but the stats don't say that.
But hold on. Like, why allow it to happen? I just don't understand. Are you arguing? Hold on. Are you arguing you oppose it? And you think it's morally wrong, but you think it should be legal?
I think that women should have the right to decide what they do and have bodily autonomy over their own bodies.
We're not talking about her body. We're talking about...
It is her body. Of course it is. At 9 months, even if it's still inside her, it's still her body. Even if it's a viable baby, it's still her body.
We're talking about the removal of the baby.
Fair use. Shout out to Tim Pool. What up, bro?
Yes.
The forceful removal of the baby or...
Forceful.
So she chooses to have that. The
woman says the baby must be removed from my body. Why kill the baby if they're removing it?
I don't think they should do that. I would if they ask me, Lance, should I do this? I would say no, but she should have a right. Yes, of course. It's her body still. That doesn't stop.
So like the woman is pregnant, the baby is viable and capable of surviving on its own.
Sure.
And she says before it breaches oxygen, kill it. Do you think that should be allowed?
This is again the baby guillotines. This is why I brought that up. But what a weird scenario. This doesn't happen. This is not the real world.
But it does. And if the argument is that it doesn't happen enough for you to care, that's fine. You're allowed to believe that.
Sure.
That's a good point.
What I don't understand is it seems like your position is a rather shocked position where you recognize there is something inherently wrong with taking the life of a baby that could survive on its own, but you're also taking the tribal position of women should be allowed to do it anyway.
No. If you were to ask me, Tim, hey, Lance, do you think it's a good idea if this woman who's 9 months pregnant, suddenly she got bored with the pregnancy, she doesn't want to have it anymore, but the baby's viable? Do you think that's a good thing to do? I would be like, no, of course not.
Then why should it be allowed?
Because it's still her right. It's still her body. But bodily autonomy doesn't stop at my morality. Tim, it's not my choice. Right?
All right, so y'all heard that, right? All right. Let's go back in the Grift bag. And watch this. Watch this. Hold on. I think it's this one.
Are now endowed with human rights.
Yes.
However, when they are inside of the mother, literally anything you do to them is acceptable because they're inside of the mother.
Oh, no, I don't think anything's acceptable, but I think the mother should still have the choice, ultimate authority over what happens to her body.
But there's a child inside of her body.
Hold on.
Not
What
her.
about meth?
Like, should she be allowed to do meth?
Yeah.
I think if someone is doing meth while they're pregnant, that it is completely acceptable for something like, I don't know what the name of the service is in the United States.
Child services?
I guess ECFS would be.
Oh, it's her body, though.
Yeah, it's her body.
If she wants to do meth, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that she's intentionally trying to kill a child.
Hold on there a minute.
Yeah.
Oh! Yo, see what happens? I told you. When they got you by the nuts, you can't rationalize it. It'll bring you right back to square one.
It's her body.
If she wants to do meth, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that she's intentionally trying to kill a child.
Yo, but he's pro-abortion. What is an abortion, bruh? Come on, man. Hit the like button. Oh my God. What?
Hold on there a minute.
Yeah, and I see where we're going.
I don't understand.
I see where you're going. I see, yeah. You done fucked up.
What you're saying. It's her body.
It's her
if
body.
She wants to do meth. What's the problem?
Well, first off, doing meth is illegal, period. Doesn't matter if you're doing.
See, Tim's a nice guy because Tim bailed him out. Tim could have just ended it right there and said, yo, you're a fraud. I got you. And that's it. But Tim's a nice guy and he kept it going.
Well, first off, doing meth is illegal, period. Doesn't matter.
Because I ain't asking you nothing else.
Hold on there a minute.
Yeah, and I see where we're going.
Right there, I ain't got nothing else to say. After I say, hold on there a minute, I got nothing else to say. I'm done. You killed it.
I don't understand what you're saying. It's her body.
It's her body.
See, there's no reason to go back through the logic. You heard what that man said. She intentionally tried to kill a child.
Yeah, it's her body.
If she wants to do meth, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that she's intentionally trying to kill a child.
Sit right there. These people make no sense. Meth isn't illegal in Portland, Oregon, right? Oh, man. Uh-oh. Oh, man. What's up? Shout out to my Rumblers. We got the Rumblers rumbling over on Rumble. Hotep TV on Rumble. I see y'all. Dutheus, D Bells. I see you. It's a grifty Friday, man. It's a grifty Friday, and we got 10 pool clips. You know it's a grifty Friday when we got 10 pool clips. Got him at 4K. Caught him slipping. People are frauds. People are frauds, man. What are we going to do with them? Let's go back in the grift bag. Hold on. We got a little bit more to cover. Where is it? Is this it? Here it is, right here. Here we go. You ain't lost your mind. I'm mad I even got to play this, but we got to play this just to put everybody on notice so everybody know what time it is.
Make me go look. But that doesn't make you gay. If it's a trans woman, you're not gay. If you're attracted to trans women, you're not gay.
That is.
What?
Bruh.
Okay.
So, hold on, Seamus. Don't be rude.
The After Hours show is wild.
If you suck a trans woman's penis, is that gay?
It's not. No, you're sucking a woman's penis.
Yo.
Stop.
That's gay.
I know.
Stop.
Ian Carlson said, "No, that's gay." Look at Ian's face. It's like, "Nah, you can't get that one over on me. That's gay." What? Chat, what's going on, yo? Chat, what's going on, bro? What's going on in the world? Where we at? Where we at, yo? Where we at right now? It's a grifty Friday, man. I need everybody to be on notice. Do you see where the world is going? Did you hear that? Did you hear what he just said? Let's go to Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh want to say the N-word. Let's see what he got to say. Now, I do want to say that this was, to provide context, because every time somebody says something, you need context. The context with this clip was, who was it? It was, yeah, the lady said for shizzle my nizzle on the news, and she got fired. But the black community basically said, like, give her job back. Even Charlemagne said that on the Breakfast Club. He said, man, get that lady her job back. She ain't mean nothing. She ain't no better. So, I don't know why he felt like he needed to make this video. But let's play the clip. This might even be old too.
And it is, again, a decision that nobody.
Matter of fact, if it's about the fascism on nizzle, it's old.
No one can logically or morally defend. The idea that there's a word that cannot be uttered under any circumstance is completely insane.
No, I don't think it can. You can utter the word. You can absolutely utter the word. I hear it all the time. The white boys call the white boys nigga. I hear it. The Indian boys call the Indian boys nigga. The Spanish do it. The culture don't care. The kids don't care. The kids don't care. It's different. It's different in the streets.
And it is not something that there is no other word in the English language or any other language in existence that we have those kinds of rules for. There's other words that are.
No. See, everybody knows there's like unwritten rules to life, right? We just all know there's like a certain common decency, to life. In all walks of life, there's just a common decency. Like, you don't reach over somebody's plate to go pick up the salt or something, or to pick up the bread. You gotta, say excuse me, and things like that. We just don't, disrespect. I was talking to some homies who did some time, and they told me, they said, yo, if you reach over another inmate's tray, oh man, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. That's huge disrespect, So, and it's not written. It's not a written rule. It's just the way of the society. I think there's a whole bunch of unwritten rules that we have in life that we, all try to take account of. You know, don't put your elbows on the table when you're eating and all of that. You know, there's a certain etiquette that we try to abide by. And nowhere in the etiquette does it say, you know, use racial slurs. It doesn't. It's Puritanism. You know, they want you to use the refined Queen's English. That's what they want. You want it clean, like a Will Smith rap record. Let's go back.
Slurs. There are words that we would consider vulgarity and profanity, and all kinds of words that I don't say on this show because we try not to use profanity and vulgarity on the show.
Exactly. You just answer yourself, Matt. Come on, Matt. Matt just trolling. Matt just trying to get a grip. He just trying to win a grifty. Matt just trying to win a grifty. I see you.
Words that I don't think you should use, words that you shouldn't use around kids and so on, and all kinds of words like this. But there's no other word that we would say, well, under no circumstance at all can it even be uttered, even in the context of quoting somebody. And certainly there's no other word where we would say, well, judging on your skin pigment, if it's this shade, you can't say it at all under any circumstance. But if it's a little bit of a darker shade, then say it all the time, and it's totally fine. So there's no context where it can be said over here. There is no context where it can't be said over here. And we are going to decide that based on how dark your skin is.
No, it's not. It's not based on how dark your skin is. In some places, you get an N-word pass. In some circles, you get an N-word pass, you know, but your N-word pass is only good for a certain set of zip codes. You know, you step outside your zip code, you know, that's on you, you know. But it's not based upon skin color. It's based upon, you know, what's your reputation? What's your rep? If your rep is up, you know, people know it's not disrespect. You know, I'm not saying I'm giving out N-word passes, you know, but I've seen it. And who am I to tell somebody they can't give out N-word passes? I'm just like, okay, that's new, you know. But I see all the races doing it. The Asian boys call each other nigga. Nigga. You know, but everybody's up in a tizzy because it's Matt Walsh and he's a Republican and the optics. But he's a genius. He's an evil genius. He just knows how to get people talking. You know, remember what I told you, man? You know, the dark side of the grift is a ball of black and white. That's the dark side of the grift. It's made of black and white. But you could transmute it and come into the light. You can use that black and white and do something good. But that black and white mixture, boy, works every single time. Racism. I mean, look, think about it like this. What was the marketing budget on the term racism? Calculate that. How much money has been pumped into the word racism? Count up all the media dollars, all the donor dollars. Count it all up. What was that budget? How much billions of dollars, if not trillions of dollars by now? It's probably a $1 trillion industry. So the N-word has definitely been marketed as a certain way. You know, so there's nothing to really talk about. But when we talking about the lady and what she said, there was nothing wrong with what she did. You know, the network need to chill out. I don't know if see, all Matt Walsh had to do was call Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And we could have did a video together and been like, yo, let's get this lady her job back. Because everybody agreed with that. We knew she didn't know Nizzle was the N-word. And even if she did, she probably thought it was a safe way to say it. And it's a safe way to say, I'll give you a nizzle pass. You can say nizzle. Half y'all be saying NASA. Oh man. It's absolutely insane out here, bro. It's absolutely insane out here. Hold on a second. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. We open up phone lines. Hit me on the check-in. 202-596-5631. We're gonna crack open the phone lines. Let me go back in the Grift bag. Hold on a second.
Call from
Hotep Goldstein.
Yo, Hotep Goldstein, you on the line, baby? What up?
What's happening, man?
Life is good. How you feeling, man? Happy Friday, bro.
You too, buddy. I got a couple shit to speak on this one.
Okay.
First, I want to start off with that broad at the top of the show, Eboni, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Man, look, she's so busy worried about white supremacy. I've watched a lot of her shit. She always talking about white supremacy, and then she referenced it as it pertains to this whole controversy she's found herself in. That the white supremacy is the low expectations and all this other nonsense, right?
Yeah.
So, the words white and supremacy, the white doesn't carry a negative connotation, but the supremacy part is what carries the negative part. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this whole shtick of hers, isn't this advocating for some sort of supremacy? And this is the problem, is that shit breeds all kinds of contempt, all kinds of nonsense. That's why it was so goddamn wrong when they do it. But here she is talking about if you a bus driver, if you not this certain level of black or whatever the case may be, that you're mediocre, that you're not worth the time or the effort for a relationship, or at least you shouldn't be, and all this. That's all supremacy.
Yeah.
So you can't talk out the side of your neck and say this shit is horrible, while on the other side of your neck you advocating for this shit.
It's elitism.
Right?
It's elitism.
Yeah. It's the same goddamn sickness. You can't just repurpose that shit. Right?
Well, it's definitely the dark side of the grift.
Yeah.
I would never want to. I mean, I'm a man, right? So I definitely don't want to choose a girl based upon status, right? Like,
right.
The higher her status, the probably more headache she is, right? But it's not a bad thing because really, her status is irrelevant to what you want, right? So if she's on your program and she got status, it's just like, okay, it's a bonus, right? But if she don't got status, it's like, well, she's on the program, right? So I think as long as you know your program and the chick is on your program, and that's where I'm looking at it with people, it's just like, you can't really choose people based upon the income. You got to choose them based upon a program. Because where they are right now might not be where they're going to be in, a few years. That bus driver, he might be working on, a app or something, and he about to explode, So.
Exactly. Look, some of the people that made the biggest impact in life were below the poverty line. Look at Gandhi's ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you determine somebody's value by, I feel, in my personal opinion, you determine a person's value by how much they dedicate themselves to what I feel is the highest calling of any person, and that's the liberation of the hearts and minds of other people.
Okay.
So their value skyrockets if they dedicate their life to that, and it ranges from you know, people like Gandhi and all them fools, all the way down to just no good motherfuckers, right? It's a whole spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the value of a human being should be determined, not in how much shit they amass, because all that shit they got to leave any goddamn way.
Well, a value system too, right?
Right.
What's your value system? What are your values? What are your morals? This is this is very key. This is very key to building relationships with people. You know, if your value system is in line with mine, I definitely want to work with you. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on the second note, Matt motherfucking Walsh, boy. Let me just look. All I got to say about Matt Walsh, because there's a couple things here. One, do you really think that I don't know if this was new or rehashed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you really think that it's a smart play, not necessarily for your brand or just anything like that, but just based on being a decent human fucking being? Do you think it's a smart play to rehash this or to talk about this in light of every goddamn thing that was going on yesterday? To me, it looks like you're throwing gasoline. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, well, I think what happened was Media Matters dug this up.
Okay.
You know,
Media Matters dug it up.
Yeah, you know, that's what they do. They just fucking go around and just fuck with people.
Right, but he didn't do it no justice by doubling down on the shit on all his tweets.
Oh, word? He doubled down on it?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, all his tweets yesterday was just basically doubling down on this shit. Like, I said it, now what type shit. And that's what he's on. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but just looking at it from that perspective, do you think it was, you could have done this a week from now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was decent of you to do it yesterday?
Oh, decent? Oh, no. There's no decency in it.
Right. So I don't want to hear no more about him talking about standards and morals and all of that shit, because you just throw that shit out when it suits you.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. It was grifty. It was very grifty.
Right.
Yeah.
And then secondly, as it pertains to the issue at hand, I don't want to really hear shit from hypocrites. I do not like hearing shit from hypocrites. I don't care how inflammatory or asinine your worldview is. Be consistent. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Right? Because then I can have respect for you.
Yeah.
I may not agree with you, but I can have respect for you because you were consistent.
Right.
Now, he has had a number of things that he has said directed towards the black community as of late, maybe over the past 2 months.
Okay.
Well, he's had these issues where I want to address the black community looking ass. Okay, fine. But would he be willing to take whatever standard that he's applying there to us and apply it to his boss? Probably not if he values his bank account. And this goes all the way back to when he was talking about slavery. We benefited from it. We were better off because of it. Okay, well, apply that to your boss.
Yeah.
Now we got racial slurs. Anybody should be able to say these things. Okay, well, tell that to your boss and the ADL. Because they got a whole list of shit you can't say.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all I'm saying. He's not consistent there. And as far as the black folks, you can't be out there talking about, oh my God, he wants to say the N-word, this is racism and all that shit, when the broad who fucking started all this controversy was basically just regurgitating something that has been sold to the mainstream for fucking years. So you can't get mad when people start smoking the dope that you selling.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be a whole different story if we was living back in the 60s and everybody had a motherfucking understanding that that word wasn't shit.
Yeah.
But that word has been fucking marketed for fucking decades right now.
It's got a big budget.
Right. So I'm not trying to hear shit from anyone who's, oh, no, this is what, no, fuck you, shut up. If you wanted to get on that racist tip, You should have been saying
Yeah,
that.
you ever seen a rage of a white woman when you call her a cunt? I found out. I found out. I think as a witness that if you call a white girl a cunt, that's like equivalent to calling a black person the N-word. She gets pissed. I'm like, damn, that's a severe word in white culture, huh? So I think it's like one of those unwritten rules, like you just don't call a white woman one of those, and like you won't have no problem.
Anytime you got to take the first letter of some shit and then hyphenate it with word, then there's some fucking taboo there.
Yeah.
All right, and they call that the C word. So it's like, I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah. But like what you said, it was just there's no decency, right? You're looking for decency, and it's grifting season. You said it.
All day.
So I don't know.
All
man.
day.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you get to the next caller though, bro.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro.
Indeed, man.
Hotep Goldstein in the house. He's a savage. I feel him though, I feel him though. He wants some decency out of the content creators. Do something good, do some good, but that's not gonna get clicks. That's not gonna drive subscriptions. They got numbers to hit, investors to answer to. I'm gonna take my time.
Call from
Jonah.
Jonah, what up, bro?
Nada. That dude that was on Tim Pool, he's dumb as fuck. Now, I was saying this in the chat yesterday. Rudy said something about why I wasn't recruiting more Canadians. I'm like, because they're all military psychological warfare already being played on them all the time. Luckily, I was abused by my mother, so I had no respect for authority by the time I got to school. But, it literally, in this case, so abortion here in Canada, there's no law. You can have it right up until the moment of birth. It was the Morgan Collar decision. It was 1985. It is the Supreme Court, so there's no law at all. Now they complain. Now the abortion groups would complain that it's not available everywhere because Canada's a wide open country, But like, man, if you're living up in the bush and you have to go 5 hours for your doctor, you're not gonna have abortion on call.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that dude, like, literally is a perfect representation of Canada. Because, like, even if you go, like, you can pull it up right now on CBC. They're openly running military psychological warfare on our citizens through COVID. Openly doing it.
Oh my God! Come on, man, we on YouTube, bro.
Well, no, it's on CBC, so it's good. But like they openly admitted to it, and then people will be like, "Oh, you're brainwashed." I'm like, bro, the psychological warfare being run by our government.
Oh, Lord.
Not for my decision, for my side.
Oh,
so how am I the one brainwashed?
In Canada, man, it's a whole nother world in Canada.
Yeah, and then you're talking about like it's illegal to smoke meth. No, it's not in Vancouver. I mean, sorry, Vancouver. Sorry, that might be a little misinterpreted, but
Yeah. Jonah on the check-in.
No, as of yesterday, you can actually. Now I said to man, I might have dabbled a little bit at that Colombian stuff, right? So I'm like, man, I might want to try seeing a laboratory that's sterile and not like Colombian toast fungus. Now, I got a solution for Ebony, but I'm going to say it on the show for you. I'll run it through your DMs. I know that one's too hot, but anyway.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yeah, no, like I say, like, dude's retarded, and like Canada's a different place, man.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to holler at you, bro. Phone lines is hot.
Have a good one, man.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Oh,
Call
man.
from
Scott, what up, man? You talking to Hotep Jesus?
What up, Hotep? Good to talk to you again, brother.
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Feeling good. It's Friday,
Yeah.
making that money.
Okay, there you go.
Well, the question I had for you, you kind of just answered it. I'm probably like 10 minutes behind trying to catch up on it. But, yeah, so my whole life I grew up somewhat in the ghetto, and I'm Hispanic. I have Rodriguez as a last name, but I look white. And I've always said nigga, like in every group I've been in, I've never had a problem. People I just met, the way I say it, it doesn't seem, I mean, I have a white Jewish wife and I call her my nigga or nigga please, I say now, she's white as hell. She cannot say it no matter where we've gone. They're like, you cannot say it. He's cool though. So my question was, do I always get that pass? Is it because of the way I say it that they don't have a problem with it? And how and how do you feel about it?
Yo, you know, I mean, it's a vibe, really. You know, it's a vibe, I guess. Yeah. You know, you're around a person and they drop it, you know. It's just like, you know, I think they got an N-word pass in some zip code. You know what I mean?
And sometimes I don't even mean to because I'm so accustomed to saying it. It's just a part of my vernacular, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mean to, and it's definitely not disrespect.
Savage life, man. Savage life. Yeah, I mean, I you know, I don't think I have the ability to revoke your N-word card, you know? I mean, if you lived in the ghetto and they gave you a pass in the ghetto, then you got a pass. That's good anywhere, you know? That's like a black card, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like it. Because it's worked in Arkansas, it's worked in South Texas, North Texas, West Texas. I'm sure it's just the way you say it. Like
he said his N-word credit got an 800 score. He good anywhere. He good anywhere. His social credit score is way up.
Too high.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't argue with you there, man.
All right, brother. You take it easy.
All right, bro. Hotep Bill. Oh, man. Call, I just missed your call. Call back in. Call back in. I got you coming in right now. Pause. Pause. Unc, you better not clip that. He always lurking. Oh, my Lord. Absolutely insane. The callers is hot today.
Call from
AK Kamara.
AK, you on the line with Hotep Jesus. What up, bro?
Hey, what up, Hotep? How you doing, man?
Life is good. Life is good. Talk to me.
Yo, man, last few calls crazy, man. But, you know, I wanted to speak to this yesterday, too, but kind of on the same tip. Like, it's interesting. You know, I'm a black conservative. I'll go out and I'll just try and just spit facts and truth, right?
Okay.
But I won't frame it in like a racial way. And the thing that's surprising to me, man, it's wild. I went out and I talked about the homicide rate of black males in all these cities and how these politicians are never out there talking about, like, we need to do something to actually fundamentally change these rates. Like Chicago has a homicide rate of like 134 per 100,000. Minneapolis, where I'm at, has a homicide rate of like 70 per 100,000 for black males. And so I go and I just tweet this out, right, to kind of push back on, like, you know, the Presleys, the AOCs of the world. Why up in my comments are people like, this is why, you know, let these animals kill themselves? The thing that drives me crazy, bro, it's like, I'm not trying to frame it that black people are bad because I'm black, right?
Yeah.
But then you get these, like, racial identitarians. So my question to you is, like, how do you spit the truth without knowing that, like, these white supremacists, like Real, or, like, white nationalists are going to come, like, re-spitting the things that you say in the context that you're not trying to say. So it's like you almost can't even speak the truth because you know that it's going to be used as ammo when you're not actually trying to say that it's because they're black that this is happening. It's because lack of, you know, law enforcement and gangs running shit in these cities and stuff like that. So I'm just curious, man, like, how do you try and spit the truth without having, you know, people that want to use it in bad faith turn around and spin it against you?
Mostly because I don't try to spit truth. It's Fight Club, baby. It's Fight Club, you know? Like, you don't talk about it. Either you get it or you don't. If you don't get it, yo, we on the next move. I don't got time to be trying to, like, red pill people. We don't got time for that. There's no time left to be trying to red pill. Whoever getting the red pill, you better come find one of us and come get it. It's too many people that want the red pill to focus on people that don't want it. You see what I'm saying? And the red pill is a choice. Because remember when you look at the movie, dude said, "Yo, give me the blue pill, put me back in the Matrix. I want to taste that chicken again." You see what I'm saying? So you know, it's a choice. It's a lot of responsibility that comes with the red pill. So I don't, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but on Twitter I got a rule. You know what I mean? Don't argue with strangers. I ain't arguing with no strangers, yo.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've tried to like implement that because I realize that some of these strangers are like kids that are trying to act like adults. Some of them are just clowning. But like here's the thing, like Matt Walsh, like I'm a stereotypical conservative.
Can I wait, before we go to Matt Walsh, can I give you a suggestion? Here's what I do.
Yeah, brother.
When I run across these people that I know I can't red pill, they become my they enter my sample. Okay? They enter my sample of individuals who think a certain way or might have a certain affiliation. So at that point, I interview them to get a better understanding of what the hell's going on in their mind, or get a better understanding of what's not going on in their mind. Take a little bit of that, you know, third-party anecdotal evidence and kind of archive it mentally. That's what I do with them. They become, you know,
I get it.
Samples.
Yeah.
They samples.
Yeah. No, here's the thing is like you have this way of being able to have these conversations with people like the Scott Adams of the world and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Where like there you can take any piece of information and spin it the way that you want, right?
Right.
And I know that on the left, what they tend to do is if they know that it could be spun a certain way, they just stay away from it.
Yeah.
And to me, I hate that. I hate that mentality because it's like there's issues that we have to address, and then if you have someone that's going to take your information and then spin it the other way, like honestly, that's like the thing that bugs me the most about like Matt Walsh and some of these cats coming out saying this shit. It's like, are they really trying to push this narrative that they think that there's something genetically wrong with anyone with African descent? Like that's the most fucked up thing, because that's how you're perpetuating this. And this is the reason why the left has power in institutions they have now, is because there was this push to make it racialized. Like, we're supposed to be about individuality, right? We're supposed to be about having agency. And when you devolve it and say, well, like, there's something wrong with these quote-unquote animals, it's like you're not even practicing what you say is true because you believe that there's like a war against white people. And yeah, I get that there is some truthness to that, but listen, man, there's not a war in the sense that like they're gonna try and like wipe out all white people. Are there some people that think like that? Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But to frame it in that way is actually further dividing this country. And you've talked about the grifties, right?
Yeah.
And the truth is,
you know,
much is coming from the left is coming from the right in certain aspects to like push this racial divide in it.
Well, you know, in order for an atom to stay stabilized, you know, you need the same amount of protons as you got electrons. So we got to balance it, you know, each side out. So you're going to have grifters on both sides of the political aisle. It's a bipartisan grift. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to have, you know, in the spiritual community, you would call these people, I guess, energy vampires. I think that's a bit harsh. But, you know, media is all about entertainment and spectacle and clicks and, you know, funnels and subscriptions. So, you know, I don't agree with the methodology of it all, but the trick is it needs energy. Energy vampires need energy. So if you don't give it energy, it can't survive. And that's what makes it so interesting, right? The more angry you are than Matt Walsh, the stronger he becomes because he feeds off your energy.
Now you're right. Like what I tend to do is like I take the things that I think that he says that make sense, but when he starts going down these avenues, it's like I completely discard it because it goes against the values that we're supposed to believe when we're on the right, especially if you say that you're a conservative and you believe in individualism and agency, and then you're going to group your enemy along racial or ethnic lines because you think it helps push what you're trying to get your clicks on, then like I just throw that in the trash, man. I'm just like, listen, I don't care. Like we could have conversations about race, about anything like that. But if you boil it down that like people are going to act a certain way because of some factor, some unknown, quotient of like, oh, you have this much African in you, so this must mean this.
Yeah.
I don't get that energy, but I'm just curious, man, just because I know that you do spit facts and truth. Maybe it's not your intention. You're just trying to be real, but navigating through that minefield sometimes it's like, oh man, because when I put out that tweet, I didn't expect that people would start commenting like crazy ass racist shit, and it's like I pushed back on a few of them, and then I just took a step back, like, all right.
Oh, wait, where was this conversation at?
So on Ayanna Presley's tweet, right, about
Oh, so you was on Twitter arguing with him?
Yeah. Well,
come on, son. Hold up. Time out. Pull up. Listen, bro. I can't help you with no Twitter arguments. Yo, first rule of Hotep, we don't argue on Twitter.
Fair.
First rule of Hotep, we don't argue on Twitter. We observe, we monitor, we interview. We don't argue. You can't argue with Agent Smith. You can't argue with a bot. You can't argue. You arguing with bots. And even when you're not arguing with bots, you arguing with an NPC. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You better off trolling. You better off just trolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you right, man. You right. But hey, man, I appreciate you. I got to get back to the grind here, run around Minneapolis on Lake
Get back
Street,
to it.
dropping off some auto parts. But yeah, bro, keep it up, man.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro. Come on, y'all. We don't do that. Shout out to my drivers out there doing deliveries. Nah, we don't. Nah. Yeah. We don't argue on Twitter. You serious? I'd be bad at that. I'd tweet at you and then forget I was even on Twitter. Come back like, oh yeah, I forgot we argued.
Call from.
Yo, what up? You on the line with Hotep?
What up, Hotep? About the last caller, one thing that I would say, because I almost fall into those traps sometimes too. When two people when the person's arguing with a fool from a distance, you can't tell who the fool is. So, I mean, just be careful of doing those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But two different things. About the what's her name? Eboni K. Williams.
Yeah.
I'm not really mad at what she said. I think my issue with her is just her like really standing on her point and not hearing what she could possibly be saying wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's perfectly fine to say your point, but sometimes you could be wrong. So you standing in your wrong is really the issue. So like that's your stance and that's your thought, but you're living in your bubble.
Yeah.
And clearly everybody else that's saying that is like, yo, you need to kind of see other viewpoints. She's, not to use the cliche term, but, she's been in the house too long. You know what I mean? So she doesn't really see the whole field or understand that.
She been in the house too long.
Yeah.
Accurate. Mm-hmm.
And for Matt Walsh, same kind of thing. Like, you can say what you want to say, but whatever activities happen after that, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, if it's one thing if I say it to you, you say it to me, I know that you don't mean any sort of racial malice behind it, right? You can have some self-hate or whatever, but at the same time, it's not like you joke with Uncle Hotep all the time about being Uncle Ruckus, cool, all that, right?
Yeah.
But y'all know where y'all are on the same page. But when it comes to a different race, now if you say it too much, because I've been in a situation
You
where,
black?
White people, I'm Haitian.
You Haitian. Okay, so you black. So peep game, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the other caller we had calling? He said in the zip codes he all good. He good in your zip code?
I mean, it depends, right?
Okay.
Because if you overly say it, right?
Yeah.
Because I have friends, like an Indian Guyanese that has said it to me, right? And it's just been whatever. He grew up in East New York, all that.
Yeah.
But I've also had other like Indian Trini say it, and he just overly says it. It's like you really kind of trying to be something that you're not, right? And then he's typing it differently, and I'm like, if you're typing it differently, you know you're saying something wrong.
Right.
Right. And I don't say the derogatory term towards them. Right. After I learned what that meant, I stopped using it because I didn't want anybody to misinterpret what I'm saying. And I also had a white kid that would always say, came to my house, said it. And my mom, I'm older than him. My mom was born in the 50s in Haiti. So, you know, to say something like that, like, we don't play around the same way, right? So we don't say F this, F that in front of our parents. Like, we got respect.
Right.
So if you're saying those things, it comes across as wrong, right? So if you don't know the time and place, one, you know, and especially that same white kid, people came up to me and was like, yo, I'm about to yap him. I was like, do your thing, because I already told him about saying that. So it's like you gotta learn your lesson somehow, some which way. Like, you can't just say things.
Yeah.
For every action, there's a repercussion. So that's the way the world works. So I can't sit here and vouch for you for saying something that I wasn't okay with to begin with, because you won't do it.
It's a vibe. That's what I was saying before. It's kind of like a vibe, right? It's like, you know, when somebody's like faking it or how they mean it maliciously, or if, like you said, they was just, you know, they from Brooklyn. And it's just like, all right, you know, he's Brooklyn, so there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah. But if you say nigga this, nigga that, like every other word, it's like, what are you doing? Like, black people won't even say it like that. You know, like from a New York standpoint, like I'm down here, I moved down to Atlanta. I don't really speak that New York talk or the New York way, because it's that energy, right? Like I'll keep it very corporate, very regular, versus like if I'm talking to my New York people, I'll talk like that. But you just gotta know. You got to code switch in essence.
Got to code switch.
That's the best way to put it. Right? But if you're racist, I'm also not mad if you just openly racist, because I know what you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't hide what you are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you don't want to get lumped in with them, just watch what you're saying.
Right. Yeah. You know, I just feel like Matt Walsh, you know, he just grifting, right? That's pretty much what he's doing, right?
Yeah. It's the intention behind it.
Yeah.
One thing I did have a question for you, because about the abortion thing. So, like, I did the whole libertarian test, and I'm libertarian except for the whole abortion thing. If you're for autonomy of your body and the government not saying anything, I feel like abortion is sort of a moral thing, the same way that like stealing and killing is a moral thing.
Yeah.
Why is that sort of, because I'm assuming that you're okay with those sort of laws to determine that. Why is the difference or the nuance with that?
You think I'm cool with those laws?
No, well, I would assume so.
No.
You've never spoke to it on the show.
No. I'm not cool with those laws. No. Well, I've said this on maybe a couple of platforms. So I wrote an article on menoforder.com. It was like, 11 parallels to the movie Demolition Man. And my take was, if you tell a human being that they can't create a life, then basically you give yourself the power to issue a license to create a life. And I thought it was a dangerous precedent. It's really more nuanced than that. So the reason why they're able to change these laws, to something that you and I morally oppose, they're also providing those services. They're also providing the funding, and they're giving women a place to carry out these operations. So they have their system in place, their machine in place. When you're a libertarian, it's like, well, where on the planet do libertarians own and live, right? So Now we're thinking about a hypothetical situation where you're a libertarian in a libertarian society, and in a libertarian society, hopefully, if this is a righteous libertarian society, that type of thing is shunned. But I think that's a cultural job. But also, I think you need to have those systems in place. If you say that she has to take the baby to term, who's going to take care of that baby, and are those places adequate, and are we going to make sure that this child gets the raising it deserves? All of these questions, et cetera, et cetera. But I believe I'm fighting this at the cultural level and not the legislative level. I think the legislative level is where things get a little dicey.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And just a plug, I've been on my Master Focus for like a week or so.
Yeah.
Still waiting for it to like fully sit in, because like I was on some nootropics before. So
okay.
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah. Week 2, you gonna really feel the effects. But yeah, I live by it, man. This shit's great.
Do you do like cycle off, or no? You just do straight?
I just do Master Focus. I do Master Focus.
No, cycle off mean like you do like 4 days or 5 days of Master Focus, 2 days off.
No. I think in the beginning I was doing maybe 3 pills a day. Then I if I'm consistent, I'll reduce it to 2 after I'm feeling the effects. But I usually do 2 a day.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually do 2 a day. If I got to get back on it, like sometimes I travel and I just like, I forget the bottle at home or something like that. And then, I'll come back home and I'll do 3 a day till I, feel like everything's back right.
Cool. I'll give you the time. I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting the brand.
I'm bought into everything. So I'm a member. I got the perks and everything. On the Discord, and
you coming to Hotep Con?
I wish I could. I'm a contractor.
Oh, so come on, man! I thought you was about to say you coming.
Last time I kicked myself, and then this time I kicked myself. But next time I'm gonna definitely make sure.
All right, we'll be here. I'll see you next year. It's gonna be lit. All right, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Go get your Hotep Con tickets. Call. I know you was trying to get in there. Yeah, hit the line, get in here. Coupon code 10 off. Dizzler, did you speak on the Jack Posobiec tweet with the background track? What?
Call from
DB Hotep.
DB Hotep, what up, man?
What's up, man?
What's good, bro? How you feeling?
3 quick things.
Yeah.
3 quick things, man. First one, they must have turned this damn weather machine on in the south, because it's 96 degrees in West Texas in the beginning of May, and I can't rock with it.
Oh, they turned the machine up?
Man, I don't know. They must have turned it up early. I don't know. They said summertime in May. What's good? I'm outside walking around. I'm like, damn, where's some shade I can sit down on this? Second thing, the whole abortion thing, what you just said with that last caller was brilliant. So it's got to be a cultural thing or a legislative thing.
Yeah.
Man, that's a top tier line right there.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, it's so true. Everybody wants to talk about, the government's the problem. And then they're like, oh, yeah, but we want the government to legislate against it. Like, So what side are you on? Do you want them or do you not want them? You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you want them, just say you want them. If you say you don't want them, don't come asking for them when some stuff doesn't go your way,
Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah. What was the third point?
Too, because, the third point was the whole thing, the whole Matt Walsh N-word situation.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. That whole discussion's funny. I don't say it. I'm Hispanic. I don't say it, but I know the school, so I work for do security at this school, and it's got a pharmacy program. We got all kinds of, Easterners, Indians, Asians, all kinds of stuff, and they quick to rifle it off, man.
See?
I'll be walking by the lab, and they're just like, oh yeah, like, whoa, look at this, look at this little rat, this N-word remind me of this. I'm like, hold on. Like, no. No. We're not. Don't say that. I'll pop my head in. I'm like, hey, let's not say that. I know you're grown and you can do what you want, but let's not say that.
You correct them?
But nah, I'm just like sometimes like.
You thinking that in your head?
Like the dude said. Oh, I mean, it's both. You know, sometimes I think in my head, and I'm just like, man, they shouldn't say that. But like the one dude called to say he was from Haiti. You know, and he. You know, like he said, it's like, well, you know, when you say it all the time, like, you know, there's certain situations when people say it and you don't really need to say it.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain times when people say it and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to add emphasis, or I might try to, you know, like he said, code switching. You know, you try to like, oh, I'm gonna say it because this is what I've got to say for this to, you know, hit with the other person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny because it's like it's almost like they have the whole impression of like. You know, like when an underage kid goes and tries to go up to the bar with a fake ID, you know, if you don't know what you're ordering, they're gonna be like, hey man, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
But you walk up there with some confidence and you start slinging the N-word around like you've been using it your whole life. It's like, whoa, he knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard for it's like, oh, he got some experience with it. It's hard for people to be like, hey man, I don't think you should be saying that when it sounds natural to you. You know.
We're gonna get a sound
I just
booth.
thought it was funny.
We're gonna get a sound booth for Matt Walsh, and he just gonna go in there and we're gonna say, yo, you got an N-word pass, you get to just yell it in this room. And he get to say the N-word over and over again for like 5 minutes. And then we just gonna let him out. You know?
You got a green room with
we might need a
pass green room.
Yeah, N-word pass room. You know what I'm saying? Like we might need a tribute too. We might need to put a black person in there so he can like project it on somebody. We might need a tribute. We could probably charge for this. There's probably a lot of people out there that want to do this. They would just want to call a black person the N-word, or just say it in their, or just say it in their presence and just like get it off their chest. Who wants to be a tribute for that?
Right. I mean, you say it without the threat of violence until you say it too many times. It's like, you know what? I've had enough of this. But yeah, I just thought I would call it in, man, because I thought that was a brilliant line. You know, because that's the whole thing with a lot of these things is like, man, we got to change the culture around it. We can't just react to it and be like, oh, we need more laws and we need more this. And it's got to be a cultural thing where it's like, hey, how are we actively as society trying to get people away from this? You know,
right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Because if you just continue saying like, you know, like the dude said, he's like, oh, well, you know, if they want to get it up to 9 months or whatever, like, who cares?
Right.
You know, it's like you got to shift the whole narrative around that. It can't just be like, oh, well, I want to get on people when they say it in the wrong type of situation, but I don't want to get on people when they say it this. It's like, nah, either be for it or against it. You know, you got to be all in or all out.
I'm about to put something up on the screen in a second. Hold on. Here it come right here. Bryson Gray, currently #1 Christian album in the world.
Yeah, Bryson Gray's got some. He's got some interesting takes when it comes to stuff like that.
Letters to the Church Part 2.
With another,
Letters to the Church Part 2, #1 on Amazon and iTunes. That's culture right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's killing it. But he did an interview probably 2 or 3 years back with another guy that I follow pretty heavy, and they were like, he was sitting there just kind of asking him some questions about, you know, his worldview and all that, and, you know, just kind of like, oh, well, you say this about the Bible, so how do you think about this? Or, you know, explain to me this viewpoint. It's kind of interesting to see some of the stuff that he held, you know, and I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, you say everything right until you say something wrong, and I'm gonna throw you down the trash. But you know, that was a pretty good little interview to see what he's doing. And yeah, he's definitely one of those ones that's shaping the. I don't want shaping the culture, yeah, because he's way up there on the, you know, iTunes and all that. But like, how many people take him seriously? You know. Like, it's cool you got a figurehead, but at the same time you got to have the grassroots, and the figurehead doesn't have anybody to lean on.
Right.
Yeah, but that's all I got, man. I just wanted to call in and drop those 3 little thoughts on you. So.
All right, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Yep, Hotep and Bill.
Bryson Gray, #1 album. Letters to the Church. Letters to the Church Part 2. That's culture. I don't know what Jack Posobiec tweet you talking about. With the background track? I don't know what that is. N-word pass, fake ID comparison is a classic take. That is a classic take. That is a classic take. That is a classic take. But Bryson, great number one. This is culture. This right here is culture. This is culture right here. And this is how you combat. I don't do the whole, pro-life movement. Let's legislate. I don't see legislation as a solution. I just don't. I don't see legislation as a solution. It's a very poor one. Mostly because legal language is up for interpretation. So when you're writing stuff down, there's a certain amount of bullshit it'll be associated with. Some smart ass with a Yale law degree is gonna just find some loophole and just completely destroy your shit. Or now you have to make amendments. So I don't see that. I think we need to take a look at what created the culture where having an abortion at 9 months is okay. Like we really need to just take a second and think about the fact that our society has reached that level already, where that's a thing. And really assess that. Sit back and assess that and then decide, what is the right course of action? What is that? I say it's focused on self, man. They say, all these distractions in the world, all these distractions. What are they distracting you from? They're distracting you from yourself. Distracting you from yourself so you can't focus on your family, so you can't focus on you. It's all distractions. It's all distractions. It's unfortunately what it is. You dig me? But I like this. This is a win right here. This is a win. Letters to Church. Make sure y'all go stream that. Make sure y'all go stream that. Hold on. Let's see if does he have a link? Does he have a link? Let's see if there's a link. Let's see. Bryson creates 2. Let's go. How do you get to his music? Let's go YouTube. Let's go here. Letters to Church. Here you go.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. The Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light."
First day, he created light in the dark. Second day, he created heaven and the water. Third day, he created earth and the seas. He created fruit and the plants you don't see. Fourth day's when he did the moon and the sun. Fifth day, fish and the birds we ain't done. Sixth day, he created animals and man. Seventh day, he rested. First day, he created light in the dark. Second day, he created heaven and the waters. Third day, he created earth and the seas. He created fruit and the plants you didn't see. Fourth day, he created moon and the sun.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's a banger right there. I'm gonna give you an album review right now. Track 1, A+.
Pants hanging down, and you represent Christ? No, you represent club, you represent party, you represent strippers, you represent prostitution, and you represent pissing. Go ahead.
I ain't like these other Christians, I'm a real life savage. They gon' say I'm prone to violence, got a slaying demon habit. I know you would try to say and dog, I'm seeing what you practice. Tell saying I won't smoke. I'm outside, catch me in traffic. Quoted 1 John 3. I just read it, I ain't write it. Seeing used to have control of my flesh, I had to fight it. It's a narrow path, so I know the world won't like it. If you a child of God, you practice righteousness as he is righteous. Wait. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 10, cause there's no longer a sacrifice if you willfully sin. They say Bryson need to chill cause he gon' make him mad again. I don't care who get offended, but I'm still going in. Children of Satan are obvious. Tell me who are you? If you don't practice righteousness, you not of God. Yeah, it's true. 1 John chapter 3, verse 10, read it through. Romans 6, cause you also died with Christ, now you knew. And I know that it's confusing cause the church been telling lies. And you know the world gon' hate you, dog, so please don't be surprised. And that's verse 13. First the old Jew dies, receive knowledge of the truth, then you can open your eyes. I ain't like these other Christians, I'm a real life savage. They gon' say I'm prone to violence, got a slaying demon habit. I know you a child of saying, dog, I'm seeing what you practice. Tell saying I won't smoke, I'm outside, catch me in traffic. Quoted first.
I can't judge that record right there until I hear the next one. Oh man. We reviewing the Bryson Gray. This is Culture. Letters to Church, Part 2.
I'm way down. Like an issue like gay marriage, people look to the ministers for leadership. Is that an issue that's for you against the rules?
It would be, but Mark, I don't really focus on a lot of those things. I try to stay in my lane of what I feel called to do. And that does come up in interviews and things,
I'm confused, I don't understand how you Christian but denying God in front of man. Oh, I get it, you don't want to lose your fans. Repent now for the kingdom of God is at hand. Supposed to kill your old self and become new. So why you still acting like the same you? You can't change the word, it's supposed to change you. How was it not the word of God? Look how it came true. I say the Bible and they get offended, of course. Now we got grown men competing with women in sports. They got trannies on Disney, look how it's getting forced. Give your kids puberty blockers or give it to the court.
Oh man, Lord have mercy. Fair use, YouTube, please don't ban me. Oh my Lord. I can't play that one, Bryson. Oh my Lord.
They sexualizing our kids, look at Cardi B. She performing on Baby Shark, it ain't hard to see. Teaching your daughters to be heartless and they hardly 3. Exposing your kids to wickedness when they watch TV. Christians sit back and watch, saying you shouldn't judge. They church on Sunday, but Saturday be in the club. And wonder why your kids are the same way that you was. Giving them to the world, thinking that you gave them love. True love is warning them of sin, ain't no in between. Better read Ezekiel 3:18 through 19. Blood on your hands, but thinking you did the right thing. The wild path is more harsh than I might seem. Y'all arguing theology more than y'all call our sin. But we y'all saying we Christian, who will it in? How can we fight evil if there's division within? How you know our real odds, but you never spin? You don't hate me, you hate God, I can prove it. Read Psalm 5:5 and I bet they lose it. Malachi 1:2-3, so they don't confuse it. Paul repeated it in Romans 9, you know that's the newest. I'm confused, I don't understand how you Christian but deny God in front of man. Oh, I get it, you don't want to lose your fans. Repent now for the kingdom of God is at hand. Supposed to kill your old self and become new. So why you still acting like the same you? You can't change the word, it's supposed to change you. How is it not the word of God? Look how it came true. 1 John chapter 1, verses 8 and 9. Christians take this out of context all the time. Do not have to take away, now that's a thin line. Read before and after, that's something to keep in mind. Preachers not preaching you the word, they preach you a dream. The more people, the more money, it's a purpose scheme. Look at Stephen Furtick and Joel Osteen. His son rapping about shooting, he only 16.
We bringing Christian rap back, y'all.
As a Christian, you have an obligation to say an abomination is an abomination. All the sodomites need to hear that word across the nation. But when they feel convicted, it's gonna come across as hating. And instead of fighting back, we just capitulate. Now they're teaching in the school, so it's a big mistake. You think it's let them be quiet, I know it's really hate. And now you know that you leading people to the biggest lake. How I feel, tell me how I feel. To know what Jesus say if you're not doing God's will. Depart from me, but you friends.
All right, hold on. Let's go to the next one. So I think I know what he's doing. I think I know what he's doing on this album. Hold up. I want to listen to Christ Walk.
Hey. Eboni, what you cooking? Step 1, get into the word and get out the zoo. Step 2, kill your old self and become new. Step 3, turn from all the sinning that you used to do. Step 4, tell the whole squad they can do it too. Christ walk. Step.
Nah, this one's a banger. This one's a banger. Cause I could see the video. It's like instead of Crip walk, it's Christ walk. So they gonna be in the video. Oh, this one's gonna be lit. I like this one.
Step 2, kill your old self and become new. Step 3, turn from all the sinning that you used to do. Step 4, tell the whole squad they can do it too. Christ walk, step, hey, Christ walk, step,
Yeah, this.
step. And soon you gon'
All right, so that's a banger. All right, so 7 is definitely a banger. He's snapping on 2. He's snapping on 3. Christ walk. All right, you giving us that single vibe. We're gonna do a dance to it. We could do that at the wedding, the cookout. That's the cookout. That's the cookout track right there. Okay, I see where he going. Feminine, not feminist. I know this record.
The wicked run when no man pursues, but the righteous are as bold as lions. And boldness come with preparation and war. I ain't got time for you to waste my time. Open my eyes now, I'm not blind. I know they want me to lose my mind. The narrow path isn't meant to be easy. It's gonna be a fight. People will ridicule you. People will persecute you.
He got
People will
visuals.
your name. All because you are a man of God. But are you ready for that, and are you prepared for that? Are you prepared to fight? This is not just a physical fight, it's a mental fight, it's a spiritual fight. And every fight will be the biggest fight of your life. Will you be ready? Will you be ready when you find out that your enemies are the closest people to you? Because God saves his toughest battles for his strongest warriors. I made this for the warriors. Let us to the church too.
Okay, that was like an interlude.
I don't know when independent woman know a boss girl. Because deep down on the women they lost, girl.
Uh-oh.
Hey, take the fake hair out, take the makeup off, girl.
Uh-oh.
I like you better when you natural. I don't wanna argue all the time. Oh no. Why you at the club if you know you mine? Don't know. And girl, you know I'm on my grind for you. I want you to ease my mind. That's true. Girl, be my peace. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Girl, be my peace.
That's a banger. That's a banger.
Let me provide and let me lead. Give you everything you need. Ain't no half and half with me. I got it all.
Got it all.
Or would you focus on a career? When we have kids, they need you here. Either that or get the government involved.
Uh-oh.
No, no. We supposed to show them the way. Do that, then they won't depart. Hey, let me be your light in the dark. I'm the body, you be my heart, yeah. I'm the fire, you be my spark, hey. Oh, let's get it up. Hey, tell the devil he can't eat with us. We just do it Yahweh, cause he be with us. Ooh. Wait, I don't know independent woman know a boss girl. Because deep down on the women they lost, girl. Hey, take the fake hair out, take the makeup off, girl.
Hey. Yeah, this is a hit right here. Oh, man.
Hey.
He got some hits on here. He got 3 hits. He got 3 hits. 3 out of 6. He got 3 hits out of 6. That's amazing average. That's an amazing pace. Yeah, these beats is fire. If you in a car right now, I'm jealous. I like that record. I want to run that one back. Damn. Girl, be my peace. See, I already know how I wouldn't have did it like this. This is why I get to be critical of this project. I wouldn't have gave y'all these hits like this. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing and I'm gonna show you how I would have organized this project. I'm gonna show you how I get. Damn, it's 16 tracks. We going through all these. Pull up.
They say I took over the summer. I know they wonder why I'm Bamba doing numbers. Cause I'm a hunter and y'all be going out like suckers. The wicked fleeing, but I'm a lion, not a runner. All these rappers talk about the Bible, but don't follow it. 1 John 3, it says Satan children are obvious. Oh, they say Bryson in the world, but I'm not a vet. Psalm 5, a hard pill, you gotta swallow it. Woo. Woo, yeah, I know that hurt. How you Christian, but you got a gay pastor at your church. Y'all get silent, but for y'all in.
Yo, did you hear what that man said? Oh, hold up. We gotta pull it back.
You gotta swallow it. Woo, woo, yeah, I know that hurt. How you Christian, but you got a gay pastor at your church. Y'all know. But for y'all in judgment day is gonna be worse. Where's that? Matthew 11:20 chapter and verse. These denominations adding to the Bible so they curse. I'm the most banned rapper in the world, but I don't curse. And we all came from the ground. One day we going to that dirt. Luke 13:3, but they'll say Jesus preaching worse. Hey, Bible thumper, they say I took over the summer. I know they wonder.
I like that one. So he got a couple of B-sides. So he's got 4 B-sides, 3 A-sides. All right, let's go to number 8. 4 B-sides, 3 A-sides.
Yo, is that T-Dog?
I like this one, the acoustics.
I used to walk in the club, buying bottles, throwing dubs, thinking that it was all that I need. But I already know when I change that old dirt on my name, so I know they'll know about me. But I'm giving God all of me. I'm giving God all of me. I'm giving God all of me. Brush on my shoulders, how to get the devil off of me. R.I.P. Cut my flesh, no apologies. I don't wanna ever hear 3 words, that's the part for me. Don't care if they talk of me. I was 16 in the strip club, showing love while the DJ's playing my song. I was 18 doing shows at all the middle schools, watching young kids singing along. Rapping about money, sex, and women, and they love it. But we grew up the same, so we ain't thinking nothing of it. All we cared about was music, getting drunk and clubbing. But when you become new, then your past means nothing. There I used to step in the spot, drunk, entertaining vibes.
He got another one. That's 4 A-sides, 4 B-sides. I hope y'all see where I'm going with this. Let's go to the next record.
I'm way down. Feel good to serve the Most High, you know? Is this pronouns really they is it demons in them? Some of these people reprobate, so I can't reason with them. Enough of bubblegum rap, these people need conviction. Ooh, I dare demon try, trick a finger itching. There's only one way to the Father, we know He is risen. Freedom in Him, but instead you rather be in prison. Locked in your old self, so you can't lead a sin. But He can heal the blind even when they don't see the vision. Cleanse you from all unrighteousness, yeah, that's 1 John. Y'all take verse 8 out of context, cause you don't read 9. And if you on a narrow path, then we...
Yo, what's that sample?
Same kind, astrology fake, don't be dismayed by the signs. Don't let theology divide instead of fighting sin. Colossians 2:8, somebody go read it again. Hey, that's not after Christ, that's traditions of men. So be careful, cause you know we living in the end. Hey, it's a kingdom party, all you getting in, huh? Jesus coming back soon, we gon' be lit again, huh? Watch out for the snakes so that you won't slip and sin, huh? Devil think he got it, but we know who really wins, huh? Hey, it's a kingdom party. Hey, all the saints invited, it's a kingdom party. Holy Spirit.
That's like a B-side hit. That's a B-side hit. I would call that a B-side hit. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we got a visual for this one. Be holy.
God says to be holy, but you say that ain't possible. How? Cause I thought through God we could overcome any obstacle. 1 John says he can cleanse you from all unrighteousness you think is symbolical. Do you not believe that he's enough, or are you just saying he lies to you? Well, I choose to believe him. He reveals himself to those that keep his commands, and I wanted to see him. I just want to hear my Lord say, good servant, on the day that I meet him. He came to destroy the works of the devil so that we could outbeat him. So turn from the ways of the heathen, we sing it.
All right, so that's the outro. Remember I said that. That's the outro right there. Look at Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. That's the outro right there. Let's go to the next one. Uh-oh.
I'm way down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear it.
Hold on. I don't see the scripture in the Bible. Where you get it from? You Christian to the Bible getting taught.
All right, another B-side joint. I'm looking for something right now.
The wicked run when no man pursues.
Oh, that's a new joint coming out later.
Lord.
Let me see.
You taught me how to do it last time, didn't you?
Do y'all get what I'm looking for right now? Like what I'm trying to do with this project yet?
We got to teach everybody else how to do it. God said this how you do it. Grab a friend, pull them close, take their hand, close your eyes, bow your head, then pray. God said this how you do it. Grab a friend, pull them close, take their hand, close your eyes, bow your head, then pray. Oh Lord, here I am, back on my knees again. No.
That one's tough.
The wicked or the godless flee when no man pursueth.
I'm listening for this song. I'm listening for this song. I'm looking for hooks.
Y'all think these rappers ill? Ill. I don't feel them boys. Mama from Chicago, it's obvious I make Illinois. Trying to look at me in the door. Who said I give a choice? I'm a legend like I'm John. You hear it in the voice. Enough to glorify me. There's one go. I was lost all on my own. The Holy One spoke. Hell hot but flow cold. You gon' need more than one coat. Devil say he want war. God built me for the gun smoke. My man hard plans his way. We know who doesn't step in. Harry Styles on a narrow path. I'm headed one direction. They wanted to be as it was. But God said come to heaven. Think it's sweet like watermelon sugar. They not understanding. It's just a sign of the times. I'm dumping and popping my rhymes. And times can you not see the signs? But praising my popping these lines. So glad that I'm not with the blind. Yeshua coming back is going down like Jack in his prime. But these dudes sleep and they too deep in the world. But with the flow, I still kick it like Bruce Lee. And with God, I'm building for protection like it's Fortnite. But ironically, these boys too weak. Killed my old self. Why? So
oh my God. Oh man. He doing this too?
I can live again, become a new creation. Now I no longer live in sin, let's get it in. I can't sell my soul for the dividends. And mental cell is what it piss you in. Free him from prison then.
I'm the black version of Homelander. A grown man that'll throw hands at his own fans, trying to hold hands in the comments, call me an old man. I'm kidding. I'm full of massive energy with enough toxic masculinity to die on the cross for whatever you speak and wait for 3 days to come back from the grave in full power so I can turn the other cheek. It's better to be a monster and learn how to control it. I burn hotter than coal. I discern how to behold when the word God to control all of my soul. I'm like Morbius mixed with Morpheus, morbidly forming in Mortal Kombat for these Shang Tsung's who shoot to kill your whole universe with a James gun. Clark Kent in his black suit, I'm attack proof. In a bad mood, looking for snacks, ready to smack group. I get my powers from the sun, talking about Jesus. Sentient life form, born in an ice storm, who came to earth to where Christ born, struggling to fight porn, working hard to keep the lights on, listening to college drop out cause I don't like dorms.
The king's coming to demons that's more scary than going to war with a horde of Dothraki barbarians, all carrying swords while they're led by Daenerys the Targaryen. On a dragon they'll come up short as the dwarf Tyrion Lannister. But this ain't the Game of Thrones, this is the danger zone to the persecuted. They're hanging stones, just know that you ain't alone. We hated on it, labeled menaces like Jesus and his disciples during the reign of Rome. But be bold, don't ever change your tone. Your name will be added to the book of life as your name's engraved in stone. My whole gang is on that Genghis Kong, banging on the God of this world, screaming Yeshua till his name is known. So I'm going in with this pen and certain this medicine in the verse for the men that are in the search. Cause these rappers cap more than a dentist with dental work. They ain't real, they just playing pretending it's metaverse. Christ.
Oh man, that's for my 90s cats. That's for my 90s cats. I already know what I want to do with that record. I already know what I want to do with that record. All right, we got two more. And I'm going to show you how I would structure this. Oh, that one was, damn. Whew, that was a lot of heat. I was listening to Bryson rap on that one. I'm like, he going extra hard. And then I seen pause. Then I seen the other niggas go after him. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Heavy on the lyrics.
Bryson, you need to calm down.
Heavy on the lyricism.
No, sir. I be going ham, but I be eating kosher. Yeshua coming back, time is getting closer. Repent now, cause you can't do it when it's sober. Jesus take the wheel, he my chauffeur. Used to do the drink, now I keep it sober. Blessings coming in, but I'm not a boaster. God say want the wicked, and I tell him for sure. Ooh, let me hit my dance. The Holy Spirit in me, that my hype man. The Father sent his son, that's his right hand. These idols, they can't say you, I know Christ can. Cause he the king. Labels, they not caring as long as the album sells.
Last one.
You know what happens when you compromise
This is track
and then
16.
finally get
Losing
an opportunity
battles.
to preach the gospel? Having compromised and sinned against God. You know what? If you preach the gospel, even if you compromise and get an opportunity to eventually preach the gospel, some are going to mock you. Some will hear you further, and some will believe. You know what happens when you don't compromise and God opens an opportunity for you to preach the gospel? Some will mock you, some will listen to you further, and some will believe. So why bother compromising in the first place?
Sometimes I feel like we fighting a losing battle. You go against the narrative, then all they do is trash you. They try to ruin your career, that's what they used to trap you. They throwing dirt on your name when they used to dap you. I thought it was liberals, but conservatives are the same. Willing to compromise their faith for political games, which I didn't see at first, cause Christian is what they claim. But I started seeing the truth as soon as I rose to fame. Such a shame.
All right, B-side. All right, so check it out. I'm about to make a playlist. Y'all ready? I want y'all to listen to my playlist. Is it this one? No, I don't think it's this one. It's wait, let me listen to this.
Claim you saved, drinking, smoking, gambling,
I think it is this one.
looking like prostitutes and strippers, pants hanging down, and you represent Christ? No, you represent.
No, that was the B-side. Kingdom at Hand's B-side. Is it Christ Walk?
To you thought that's your man, devil working, he gon' push the limit. Let's see.
Christ Walk. All right, so give me Christ Walk. Hold on, let me put that in there. Add to playlist. Give me Christ Walk. Where is that? Letters to Church, Bryson Gray. Boom, done. Give me Be My Peace. Give me this one.
I don't know independent woman or a boss girl, because deep down on the women they lost, girl. Hey, take the fake hair out, take the makeup off, girl.
Hey,
I like it better when you natural. I don't wanna argue all the time. Oh no. Why you at the club if you know you mine? Don't know. And girl, you know I'm on my grind for you. I want you to ease my mind. That's true. Girl, be my peace. Hey.
You gotta play this at your wedding and shit.
Hey. Girl, be my peace. Oh.
You play this with your girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Let me provide and let me lead. Give you everything you need. Ain't no half and half with me. I got it all. Or would you focus on a career? When we have kids, they need you here. Either that or get the government involved. No, no. We supposed to show them the way. Do that, then they won't depart. Hey, let me be your light in the dark. I'm the body, you be my heart, yeah. I'm the fire, you be my spark, hey.
Okay, give me that one. Is it this one? Is it Bible Thumper? No. Wait, I think it is. No, not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one.
Yo, is that T-Dog?
Yeah, I used to step in the spot, drunk, entertaining back. Now I don't want them girls around me. I used to walk in the club, buying bottles, throwing dubs, thinking that it was all that I need. But I already know when I change, they throw dirt on my name, so I know they don't know about me. But I'm giving God all of me. I'm giving God all of me.
That one.
Are you getting in, huh? Jesus coming.
No, not that one. Be holy. I think I wanted be holy.
The works of the devil so that we can outbeat them.
Oh, that's the one I said was gonna be the outro, I think, right? Give me that one. That's the outro. Be holy was the outro. Nah, I just want to make sure it's not this one. Yeah, that's B-side. Lose My Mind is coming out tonight. God's Dance. What's God's Dance?
Trying to give your word to my friends and oh Lord, I take their hand, close your eyes, bow your head, then pray. Oh Lord, here I am.
God's Dance. This one. God's
Back
Dance.
on my knees again. No more.
This one's fire. Hold on. Bars for Christ cipher. Oh, yes.
The wicked are
become a new creation.
Yeah. Give me this one. Let's save this to playlist, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, now let's go to your channel playlist. Let's go to all playlists. Letters to Church. Oh, it's private.
In the beginning, God created.
All right, so where I would put bars for the cipher, I want to use that to split up the LP. I would have put out this is the EP, maybe LP. I would have put out with Bryson. Hold on, let me change the settings so you guys could play this. Damn, how do I change it from private? I want y'all to be able to play my playlist. What are you doing, YouTube? I'll have to go into. Hold on, I'll switch it right now. Playlist. Go in here. Let's hit that. Wait, what? Why is it not working? All right, let's go back here. What the fuck? Oh, it's right there. Edit. There we go. Edit. Damn, that's the only thing it let me do. Oh, I have to go into YouTube Studio.
In the beginning,
I have to go to YouTube Studio and do it. It's all good. But I will go 7 days. Christ Walk, Be My Peace. No. What's all of me? Oh, this one's. Where would I put this one?
Yo, is that T-Dog?
This could be 3. Let's put bars here. Alright, so.
in the beginning, God created.
Yeah.
In the beginning, God created.
Fish and the birds went down, yeah. 6 days he created animals, the man. 7 day rest.
That's the playlist right there. I'm gonna take it off. Y'all can listen to it. That's my playlist. I would take all these. This would be the A side. Then I would leave all the other joints for the B side. I would give you all like kind of one sound, but I would split it up so you're not getting too much sing-songy stuff. I would put the bars right in the middle at track 4. So really, it's the intro, the two A sides, the bars for Christ cipher. Then you'll get Be My Peace. I'll show you on the screen here. Hold on. You see the playlist right there on the right hand side? That's the playlist right there. Intro, 2 A sides, Bars for Christ cipher right in the middle, and then the 2 records that take us home. Be My Peace. Be My Peace is kind of tough to put. Like, you could get away with putting Be My Peace anywhere, right? Oh, I forgot about God's Dance. But God's Dance could go at the back. I would put God's Dance at the back. No, put Be My Peace up. Be My Peace would come right after the bars. That's a fire soundtrack right there. Jimmy Doss, what up, bro? He said, if you have to legislate, what does that say about your message? We would get rid of more abortions, fostering wealth through free market and legislation, abortion laws. Poverty by regulation drives death. Yeah. Monty Coffee. Bryson Gray's dad was my track and soccer coach from middle school through high school. They're a genuine family. The album fire. The album is fire. I really enjoyed this album. I want to take a second to make sure you guys can share in that playlist right there. Give me some feedback and tell me what you think about the pacing on that feedback. But the cipher in the middle, that's gonna like jolt you back to life, and then Be My Peace will come on, and then you'll like go back into that sing-songy shit. Content, playlist, letters to church. Here we go. Edit. I don't know. Private is now public. Booyah! I told you I had to go into my studio. It's now public, y'all. It's right there. That's the I need to change the name. Hold on. Letters to Church. I'm gonna change that to HJ Mix. I'm a DJ now. HJ Mix. Letters to Church, HJ Mix. Y'all see it right there? Let's hit save on that. Let's hit save on that. You type in, I even changed it to the number 2. You know what I'm saying? Play that playlist. Bump that in the car. Bump that in the car for best listening pleasure, and tell me what you think. But I think
in the beginning, God.
This is a great project. So if I was in charge of his music campaign, we would have split it up. We would have had two different albums. I think if we'd have dropped an album like this, he'd have sold double the records. He'd have did double the records, just giving them these 7 tracks, and we'd have got more spins on it too. I think he got too many records on the album. He gave us 16. You can't put 16 records on the album no more. You know, I'd have dropped Letters to Church 2 with this. Then I'd have gave him Letters to Church 3 with the B-sides. Like, I gave you the A side. I gave you that, that church you can sing, it's all safe, but I still included the bars with Christ, just to let y'all know, like, yeah, we rapping out here, don't get it twisted. And then I dropped Letters to Church 3. And then, like I said, same thing. All those B-sides that we heard, that hard body, hit him in the face, church drill music. That's my only critique of the project. And that's a common critique I have with a lot of people's projects. I feel like, you need to have a certain sound that people can remember that. And to me, this is like 808s and heartbreaks right here. This playlist I put together. That's what it feels like to me. With bars separating it. Can we play the bars one more time? This was crazy.
The wicked or the godless flee when no man pursueth. but the righteous are bold as a lion. Bold as a lion.
Y'all think these rappers ill? Ill. I don't feel them boys. Mama from Chicago, it's obvious I make Illinois. Tryna let me in the door. Who said I give a choice? I'm a legend like I'm John. You hear it in the voice. Enough of glorifying me. There's one go. I was lost all on my own. The Holy One spoke. Hell hot but flow cold. You gon' need more than one coat. Devil say he want war. God built me for the gun smoke. A man hard plans his way. We know who doesn't step in. Harry Styles on a narrow path. I'm headed one direction. They wanted to be as it was. But God said come to heaven. Think it's sweet like watermelon sugar. They not understanding. It's just a sign of the times. I'm dumping and popping my rhymes. And times can you not see the signs? But praising my popping these lines. So glad that I'm not with the blind. Yeshua coming back is going down like Jack in his prime. But these dudes sleep and they too deep in the world. But with the flow, I still kick it like Bruce Lee. And with God, I'm building for protection like it's Fortnite. But ironically, these boys too weak. Killed my old self. Why? So I can live again. Become a new creation. Now I no longer live in sin. Let's get it in. I can't sell my soul for the dividends. And mental cell is what it piss you in. Free them from prison then.
I'm the black version of Homelander. I'm a grown man that'll throw hands.
I'm the black version of Homelander. I might have to put that in the chat GPT. I mean, Mid-Journey. Yo, hold on a second. He said he's the black version of Homelander. Oh, man. Let's go back. My bad, y'all.
To his own fans trying to hold hands in the comments, call me an old man. I'm kidding. I'm full of massive energy with enough toxic masculinity to die on the cross for whatever you speak and wait for 3 days to come back from the grave in full power so I can turn the other cheek. Let's go. It's better to be a monster and learn how to control it. I burn hotter than coal. I discern how to behold when the word God to control all of my soul. I'm like Morbius mixed with Morpheus, morbidly forming a Mortal Kombat for these Shang Tsungs who would shoot to kill your whole universe with a James gun. I'm Clark Kent.
Shoot your whole universe with a James gun? If you're just now tuning in, these are bars for Christ Cypher.
In his black suit, I'm attack proof. In a bad mood, looking for snacks, ready to smack group. I get my powers from the sun, talking about Jesus. Sentient life form, born in an ice storm, who came to earth to where Christ born, struggling to fight porn, working hard to keep the lights on, listening to college drop out cause I don't like dorms.
The king's coming to demons that's more scary than going to war with the horde of Dothraki barbarians, all carrying swords while they're led by Daenerys the Targaryen. On a dragon they'll come up short as the dwarf Tyrion Lannister. But this ain't the Game of Thrones, this is the danger zone to the persecuted. They're hanging stone, just know that you ain't alone. We hated on it, labeled menaces like Jesus and his disciples during the reign of Rome. But be bold, don't ever change your tone. Your name will be added to the book of life as your name's engraved in stone. My whole gang is on that Genghis Kong, banging on the God of this world, screaming Yeshua till his name is known. Yes, so I'm going in with this pen and certain this medicine in the verse for the men that are in the search. Cause these rappers cap more than a dentist with dental work. They ain't real, they just playing pretending it's metaverse. Lost for Christ.
I don't know independent woman nor a boss girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Because deep down on the women they lost, girl. Hey, take the fake hair out, take the makeup off, girl. I like you better when you natural. I don't wanna argue all the time. Oh no. Why you at the club if you know you mine? Don't know. And girl, you know I'm on my grind for you. I want you to ease my mind, that's true. Girl, be my peace. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Girl, be my peace.
Yeah, you play this with the ladies in the room, you got them. You got them. She all yours, bro.
Oh, let me provide and let me lead. Give you everything you need. Ain't no half and half with me. I got it all. Or would you focus?
I ain't know Bryson had this range. Bryson got range, yo. I didn't know you had range like this.
On a career. When we have kids, they need you here. Either that or get the government involved. No, no. We supposed to show them the way. Do that, then they won't depart. Hey, let me be your light in the dark. I'm the body, you be my heart, yeah. I'm the fire, you be my spark, hey. Oh, let's heat it up. Hey, tell the devil he can't eat with us. We just do it Yahweh, cause he be with us. Ooh. Wait, I don't know independent woman or a boss girl. Because deep down I don't.
Yo, phone lines is open. Phone lines is open. 202-596-5631. Tell me what you think about this Bryson Gray album.
Women they lost, girl. Hey, take the fake hair out, take the makeup off, girl. Girl, be my peace. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Girl, be my peace. Oh. Girl, be my peace. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Girl, be my peace. Oh.
Old me would have rapped on that. I would have had a verse for that. Like that. You know she hit me right back. You know, yeah, I like that. Like that. Like that. Woo! Shorty looking like a nice snack. Huh? Let's see. Yeah, and then go right into God's dance.
Lord.
And then be holy after that to
Taught
take
me
you
how to
out.
do it last time, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, they'd have called him on every
You
station.
gotta teach everybody else how to do it.
Except for some of those lyrics. Some of those lyrics is not acceptable, Bryson, and you know better.
God said this how you do it. Grab a friend, pull them close, take their hand, close your eyes, bow your head, then pray. God said this how you do it. Grab a friend, pull them close, take their hand, close your eyes, bow your head, then pray. Oh Lord, here I am, back on my knees again, no more justifying.
Yeah. 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 You know what I'm saying, y'all? Album fire. He said you sound like a radio DJ. We out here, baby. Phone lines is hot. Get your Bryson Gray requests in. Don DeMarco. Let me find out I'm about to start doing music on here, start doing radio. I'll be on here streaming 24 hours a day. Huh? Tell them keep up with me. Play that them real music. Play nothing but hits. What's the number? 202-596-5631. Hold on, let me put it in the chat for y'all. Let me put it in your chat. It's right there, homie. Talk to me, man. Tell me, how dope is this album, man? It's got some records on it. I think my playlist is the A side. I got to put together the B side playlist for y'all. I'm not going to do that right now. Don DeSharpo. You shout out stuff. I got to put together the B side, but I want y'all to rock on the A side for a little while. If y'all like the A side, I'll put together the B side too. Caleb Jordan, he clears Bryson easy. All right, send your request. Grift music. Hashtag Grift music. Tag me on Twitter. Hashtag Grift music. I'll give it a listen. If it's hot, I'll play it. It's got to be hot though. Don DeSteinberg. Oh my Lord, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? Who was that asked for the number? Where is he at? There it is. Matari Sensei. We're waiting on Matari Sensei to call in. Then we're gonna close the phone lines. I'm gonna get with the family, do family things. You know, that's the best thing. Friday nights, man, hanging out with the family. Friday night. You know. Shout out to family. Family Fridays.
Call from.
Sorry.
Yo, what up, man? You want to line my Hotep?
Yo, I wanted to thank you for playing that, man.
Word?
I actually, yeah, I never really got a chance to listen to too much of his music. You know, I heard a couple of the singles, but
yeah,
never went and listened to any other projects. But no, that was fire. That was fire. You kind of got me inspired to record a little bit again.
Yeah. It had me spitting a little bit at the end there. Yeah. Bryson got some talent. I didn't know he had that range.
Yeah, I have to see what that I gotta see what that feature is, because whoever was on that feature, you missed that line the first time, that Black Homelander line. That shit had me rolling.
Oh, yo, that shit had me crying. I had to play it the second time. It caught me hard. Pause. I was like, hold up, wait, who is Homelander?
Yeah,
oh man,
that boy from the boys. I was like, oh no, that's a line right there.
Let me see. Who is that? That's Dayton and Monster Tarver. So I think the dude's name is Datin. Dayton, I think his name is, or Dotton. I don't know how to pronounce it. Datin. That's the artist, but I definitely want to hear more of his stuff. And Monster Tarver was dope too. I think I heard of Monster Tarver. Or maybe it's just the name so dope. It just sounds like you heard it before. Sometimes that stuff happens. But yeah, man, he got some records, right?
Yeah.
Bro got records, man. I was surprised. I was just like, I was just thinking about it. We had it. I had it right here and we were talking about it. I was like, let me just play the album because, my rule is, beat procrastination, do it now. So I was like, right now, ain't nothing wrong with listening to it now. It's all on brand and inside the content window. And I was pleasantly surprised right off the bat.
Yeah. I wish he did. Like, it's too bad he ain't gonna get too much publicity from the mainstream. They don't like they don't like it like that stuff.
Yeah. What'd you think about my playlist though?
That was perfect. I saw exactly what you was doing when you were doing it.
You saw what I was doing, right?
I was peeping the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I would have cut that into an EP and that, and then as soon as
Word.
you finished that,
Word. I'd have cut it to an EP.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, no, Hotep know what's up.
I was in the game. I was in the music game. So
yeah,
that was like used to be one of my favorite things. Was like listening to somebody's project and listening to like some of these records belong together. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
They was probably recorded and written around the same time, so they got the same vibe. But I really wish he would have cut it up like that and just had the sing songy stuff on one and then the hard body stuff on a whole nother joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I was in the mood for it, I could just go like, oh, I'm in the mood for some B-sides, and I just go to the one where he just going ham, right?
But you know what I think? I think that's the motto they be going for nowadays. You got to throw out a couple different types of tracks because not everything gonna hit for every group.
Right.
So if you want to get some streaming numbers.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I was like, just for that, I had to throw bars in the middle of the LP, in the middle of the playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to throw it like right in the middle just so they had a little bit of that taste.
And that's the stuff I'll be looking for too. So I'll be like, that's the same stuff I'll be doing.
Yeah, because you would hear it and you'd be like, well, can he actually rap? Then you hear that and you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Like just so y'all don't forget,
Yeah. Nah, I really enjoyed this project, man. Really enjoyed that. All right, man. Thanks for calling in, bro. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, man. Hotep and good.
Appreciate that call right there. It's good. It's a lot of love today. A lot of love today on Family Fridays. A lot of love. Feels good. I feel good. I feel better. I wasn't feeling so good earlier. I feel better now. I feel much better. He said, check your tweets. I got 2 songs for you. All right. We get to them. We get to them. My phone going crazy right now. What'd you say, Jonah? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am not still napping. What the hell? What the hell are you talking about, Jonah? I can't see it because like that little dumbass heart is in the way, so I can't see what that says. Oh, I am not sure that I am not still napping. Oh man, here we go. Hey, thank you, Eric. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Look, come hang out at Hotep Con with it, man. Come hang out with me, man. Shout out to Trish, J.A. I see y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Come hang out, Hotep Con, HotepNation.com. Get your tickets. Get your tickets ASAP. Get your tickets, HotepNation.com. Use coupon code Hotep Jesus for 10% off your Hotep Con tickets. Come hang out with us. It's a really good time. Damn, more calls. All right, we'll take this last call. We get out of here.
Call from
Jonah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Jonah. You calling back again? What's up, man?
No, I was listening to you, like you're talking with someone, then all of a sudden I wake up and you're talking about church Joe music. I'm like, what's going on? And then they start playing the music. I'm like, am I still awake or am I still sleeping?
You fell asleep?
Well, I fell asleep, yeah, when the call and whatever, but that's breathing issues and whatever.
Oh, so you like the album then?
Oh, I didn't even hear it. And I just heard like when I woke up here, like, oh, that's my playlist.
Oh, okay. So dope. So
Yeah.
so it's in your subconscious,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. All right, go back to sleep, man.
I sent you that thing on Twitter. You'll love it, man. But it's way too far out there. It's Jonah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna check it out, yo. Go get some sleep, bro. Jonah Ryan. Trish, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. He be all right. I'm turning the phone lines off, man. Phone lines is off. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go check my stream list. HJ Mix. Letters to Church. HJ Mix. It's on my channel. Go to my playlist. Play my playlist with Bryson music. Tell me what you think. Give me your honest opinion. And enjoy that music. Enjoy that music with your family. That's good church music, number one. That's culture. That's what we need out here. We need culture. We don't need legislation. We need culture. We don't need legislation. We need culture. We don't need legislation. We need culture. I'm out of here, man.
Didn't listen to me then. I bet they feel me now. Don't let me lose it. The booth not about to prove it. I said goes and pursue it. You the best to never do it. Invest my money talking fluent, stupid, ducking the Judas. It broke my heart, but over my eyes, you have no honor. I have no choice. Chasing the commas till I'm gone. I've been left for a minute. On my way home, mama, I promise, got caught up in it. Damn. Everybody eats when I'm batting at the plate. First, second, third, home, $1 million base. Didn't listen